Here now, General Jack Keane, chairman of the Institute for the Study of War and a Fox News military analyst. General, good to have you here tonight. It's an area that you have spent a lot of time in and something that you've studied very closely. What do you think of the president's plan from what you hear so far?
Well, I think he's absolutely moving in the right direction here. He's going to commit himself, from what we understand, to stay in Afghanistan. It is in the American people's vital interest, because if we don't do that, international terrorists will occupy that space again. They will threaten Europe, and they will threaten the people of the United States. It is a fact, indisputable, that that will happen. And I think that's the reason for this decision. I mean, his instincts are, after 16 years, as many people in America, we don't have much to show for this. Why are we going to continue to do it? Well, I think he's asked those hard questions, and I would like him tonight to share with the American people why we haven't succeeded in 16 years. After all, this is America, and it's America's military. We are the best in the world, and there are reasons for that. And it's been a lack of political and moral commitment by our two previous presidents to actually achieve an enduring victory. You know, war is a fundamental test of wills. It's not just about resources. It is about commitment and dedication. And I'm hoping that that is what he's going to address tonight. A regional strategy with our allies, to be sure, counter the Russians and the Iranians who got their hands all over this war in a negative way. That has to happen. Stop Pakistan from providing safe haven to the Afghan Taliban, and stop the overthrow of the Afghan government the Taliban is so earnestly doing. These are achievable goals.
I want to ask you about the numbers, the troop numbers, but first I want to take our viewers at home through President Trump's thinking on this, starting with when he was a private citizen, and then as a candidate, and then more recently. Watch this.
We made a terrible mistake getting involved there in the first place. We had real brilliant thinkers that didn't know what the hell they were doing. And it's a mess. It's a mess. I'm not happy about it, I will tell you, but I would leave the troops there begrudgingly.
You have to stay in Afghanistan for a while because of the fact that you're right next to Pakistan, which has nuclear weapons, and we have to protect that.
When you look at that, and here's the tweet that he said on back in 2013, we should leave Afghanistan immediately. No more wasted lives. If we have to go back in, we go in hard and quick. Rebuild the U.S. first. There's a lot in there, obviously, and you can see the process that he's been going through here, and you can see that the president is very torn on this issue. It's a tremendous expense, $1 trillion in, by some estimates so far, and he has things he wants to do here at home that he feels, may not be throwing good money after bad.
Yeah, absolutely. I think we're probably going to have a modest troop increase. In of itself, providing more advisors down at the fighting level, that's a very good thing. I hope we increase our counterterrorism special operation forces so they can put more pressure on the Taliban leadership. And I hope we can put some capacity back into the Afghan National Army that President Obama pulled out of it and made it considerably less effective. If we can do some of that, we'll make some improvement, but it's not going to be a major turnaround. It's not going to be something that's going to change in 6 months or probably even a year. This is going to be a slow change, not a rapid turnaround, because the only thing that would get you a rapid turnaround, Martha, is if we put U.S. fighting troops back in there side by side with the Afghans and started winning some battles. But we're not going to do that because the political capital is not there to do that. The president hasn't even seriously discussed that issue. So I think he's making the right decision to stay. But it's going to take some time. And what he's doing is he's not providing an end state. I'm not going to wrap this up in 2 years. He's not going to talk about 4 years or any time frame. That is a good thing, because then the Taliban is saying to itself, well, maybe the United States is serious this time. Maybe they're just going to stay and deal with us, and they're not going to walk away from this thing. And our allies, if they sense that the president is dead serious about his commitment to Afghanistan, then their behavior will change as well.
I mean, so that's clearly what you're going to be listening for tonight. Right. That commitment, the open-ended commitment to seeing this thing all the way through, right, Jack?
Yeah, you got it. And the words are important here in terms of how committed I am to do this and solve this and be successful at it.
All right, we'll be watching along with you. General Jack Keane, thank you. We'll see you later.